Hello folks, and welcome back to another video. Hello folks, and welcome back to another video from this series of Oracle Cloud Fusion. If you're new here, welcome to the family. My name is Yusuf, and I'm doing tutorials on Oracle Cloud Fusion specifically, and IT in general. Don't hesitate if you are new here to click on that subscribe and follow button so you will get my latest video, and welcome to the family. So today's video we're gonna talk about, since we are still in the series of the security console, we're gonna talk about how to create custom roles. So the best practices that Oracle recommend is to never use their out-of-the-box roles. So their out-of-the-box roles, either way, they have too much or they have too many. So they require you, or their recommendation is to create custom roles specific for your organization and your needs. And even though you don't change much on the role, it's really a great, habit to create custom roles, because if Oracle does an update for the roles, they don't update your custom roles. So they will update the out-of-the-box roles, but not your custom roles. Just keep this in mind, guys. And that's why we're doing this today, to show you guys how to create custom roles specific for your organization. As usual, we will go to the hamburger menu, we will go to tools and security console. Remember guys, you can go from here as well to tools right here, and you can get to the security console. Okay, so this is the page for your roles. If you are new here and you haven't watched the overview of the security console, I highly recommend you to go and watch the overview of the console, so you'll be familiar with the console and each tab and each menu. But from here, to create custom roles, we have two ways, an easy way and a hard way. So the easiest way, it's you search for the role. We're gonna start with the easiest way. The easiest way is you search for the role. For example, human resources specialist. So human resources analyst. Let's do human resources analyst. So this is an out-of-the-box role that coming out from Oracle. I don't know why the application is so slow today, but anyway. So this is a job role. You always, guys, have to copy the job roles. Okay, so this is the role, this is the privileges, as you can see. If you want to create a role, so what you will do is click on this menu in here and click on copy role. So you click on the copy role. Here you have two options: copy top role and copy top role and inherited roles. So the first option, you're gonna pretty much copy just the human resources analyst role. But if you choose the copy top role and inherited roles, you're gonna copy pretty much all the privileges that are inherited from other roles. Because let's see, I'm gonna do cancel, because the human resources have a lot of roles. and privileges, and some of them are inherited from another roles. So let's go to privileges in here, just to show you what's going on. Hopefully we will see that. Yeah, so in the human resources we don't have that. Oh, let me see, users. Yeah, so here, as you can see, we have the human resources analyst role name, but he has this code role that is inherited from here. Okay, guys, so this roles has been in the human resources role inherit those jobs from those ones. So that's why in this, if you click on here, you click on copy role, you have this top role, which you're gonna pretty much copy just the human resources analyst role, but also the other privileges, they're gonna be still pointing to the other roles. But if you copy top role and inherited roles, this second option, you're gonna be pretty much copying everything, which is gonna be just a redundance. So we're gonna do the first one, copy role, and it's gonna take us in the process of creating a role. So in here, I can show you guys later how to put, like, for example, this GSE and GSE in here in the code. You can add them as a prefix at the end, you know, and suffix, you know, in the beginning. If you want to add something in the beginning every time, you don't have to type it, it will be added automatically. But for now, I'm just gonna type in test in here, human resources. So just keep in mind, guys, the role code doesn't change. When you hit save and close, you cannot change the role code. The role code is unique, but you can change the role name. Role name, you can change it. That has no issue. If you notice in here, you don't have you don't have that option to change the role category. Okay, so it was selected by default. We will see that when we create the role with the other way. So in here, what I would recommend, and Oracle recommendation, you go directly to summary. So you don't have to go through this, you don't have to do anything, any changes. That's the best practice. You copy the role first. Once the copy completed, you can go there and edit. So I'm just gonna submit and close at this time. Okay, and to know if the role has completed or not, you go to administration. As I said, if you haven't watched my overview, you can go back there. You go to role status. So you choose this role status, and it will show you in a minute. For some reason, the application is so slow today. Not sure why. So as you can see, guys, here, it's completed finally. You have to wait for the process to be completed before you can do any modifications. So after you complete the process, let's go back to rules. And let's search for the role that we created. It's going to be test. So test human resources analyst. So you just click on it. You click on the menu again and edit role in here. So it's gonna pop up with the creation of the role. As I can say, you can change the name. If you want to delete something, you can change the name, but you cannot change the code. So just keep this in mind, you cannot change the code. So if you want to update or if you want to take away some access or added some access, you can come here, look for the privilege or the function security that you want to take out, click on it, select it, and you have this delete button. You click on delete and yes, and it's gone. So this is how you delete like function security from here. Or if you want to add it, you can click on added. You come in here and you type in, you search for let's say extract. You just type in and it will pop up with pretty much all the function security that you can add it to your role. So this is when it comes to the function security policies. As well, you can added data security policy in here. Let's see if we have something in here. Yeah, you see we have data security in here. Let's see, you can, I don't know. So those data securities, you cannot delete them. You can create, but you cannot delete them. Yeah, so you can create, if you want to create one, you can create on data security policy. Give it a name, for example, business unit. Here, you're gonna search by business unit. Business unit. So it's gonna pop up in here in a minute. So this one, I'm looking for this business unit. So you search for the business unit or for the data policy, it's whatever you're looking for. You click OK. You give it a start date, it's whatever you like. It has to be before or the same day. Here, you have to know exactly what you're looking for. Pretty much, I will select by instance. And from here, you can select whatever access you want to give to this role. So here it says access to the business unit for which the user is explicitly authorized. So most of the time you will use this one. If you have a lot of like different business units, you have to, for example, fund all business units or whatever works for you in here. And also you have to choose the action. Maintain, manage, review, just view, assign. There is a lot in here, so you have to know exactly what you're looking for and click OK to add it data security policy. I'm gonna speak about the role hierarchy in the other one, the other way. And also you can add the segregations duties in here. You can add them as well. And users, you can add and delete users from here. You can click on added user, search by name. I'm just gonna click on implementation. That means implementation. You're gonna see a lot of implementation in here. You just choose the name and added selected user to the role. And you click on next, summary, and save and close. And by now you're gonna be finishing the creation of your role. As I said, assign it to users. You can either way assign it from here, or once you finish the creation of the role, you can go back and assign it in the user layer. So this is the first way, guys. It's the easiest way. So you just choose the role and click copy the role. Wait for it to be copied completely before doing any modifications. Because in the process of copying, if you made any modifications in the process of copying the role, it's not gonna take effect. That's why Oracle, best practices from Oracle, it's copy the role, wait for it to be completed, and after that go and edit it, do whatever you want. So the other way to create a role, it's the create role button. So you hit create role. This is a little bit complicated. So you have to know exactly what are you creating, and the function security policies to added, the data security policy to added. So I'm just gonna put here test YB test. Remember that the role code, it always has the hyphen, so remember that. From here you have to choose what's the role category. For example, we are working in HCM. I'm gonna choose HCM job role, because HCM job role, I'm gonna assign it directly to a user. If you choose a duty role, you have to create another job role and assign that duty role to the job role so you can assign it to the user. Guys, don't assign a duty role directly to a user. An abstract role, yes, you can create an abstract role, but you cannot modify an abstract role once it's been created. So just take notes and keep this in mind. When you create an abstract role, you cannot modify it, so you cannot edit it, you know. So, and we can create that. I'll show you guys. So let's create this abstract role. So most of the time you have to create the HCM job, a job role. It doesn't matter, HCM or finance or whatever, but if you create an abstract role, it's not editable. So let's do an abstract role. You can put here a description, test role, and let's go to next. So as I said before, you have to add the function security in here. As I said, you have to know exactly what are you adding in here. So just keep in mind, if you have to add a duty role, you have to add it in here. So duty roles, you have to add them in the function security policies. Job roles, you have to add them in the role hierarchy. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna add anything. I'm just showing you guys how to create the role. So you have to add a function security policy from here. You create here, and let's do human. Hopefully something pop up, I'm not really sure, but yeah. So for here, as you can see, you have always to choose the duty, the one with the duty role. And yeah, duty role, all of them with the duty roles. So you choose whatever one you like, and you add a select privilege to the role. There are no privileges to be added, so something. Let's choose another one. Duty rule. Or let's do manage. Yeah, manage advanced control. Let's do this one. Added. There you go. I'm gonna cancel, and you can add it as much as you want. So once you add it in here, you can add as much as you want in here, and once you click on next, it goes to data security policies. So you have to create data security policies, as I said before, like for the business unit, for example. Either way, view or manage or edit or create or whatever, you can create data security in here. You go to role hierarchy, and you can add actual roles. Like if you click on added role in here, I can choose the human resources. Where is it? Yeah, so I can choose this human resources analyst job, and I can add it to this role right here. So any job roles, you have to add it to another role so you can combine them, both of them, to get like, you know, a one role, a big role, so you don't have to assign two roles. Sometimes like you have two roles that go together with every employee. You can just combine them in one role, and this way it's the perfect way to do it. So you assign it, and you click add the role to membership. I'm not gonna do that right now. Also, once you click next, it just here it tells you the segregation of duties, and you go to users. You can add users from here. As I said before, if you already know them, you just search by name or first name, last name, or ID or whatever, and you added the users in here. You go next to summary, and you hit save and close. So here, function security policies, we have added 4, and if you added any other data security policies or roles, they will show up in here. Users as well, they will show up in there. So here you click save and close, and as I said, I will show you guys the abstract role. That's what I said. So guys, that was the first way you can create roles. The second way that you can create a role, it's the create role from this button in here. So you hit create role, and it will pop up in here. So I'm gonna give it a name. Let's say test role. So in the code role, you should have the hyphen between them. If you it does not accept the space. So if you click in here, it's gonna give us an error. Okay, guys. So your code should has the hyphen. There you go. And from here, you have to create a category role. Most of the time, you're gonna choose a duty role, like for example finance, a job role, I'm sorry guys, finance job role, or HCM job role. Since we are working on HCM, I'm gonna create an HCM role. So if you're not gonna modify it a lot, or if it's gonna be an abstract, this is gonna be assigned directly to a lot of users, you can create abstract roles, but I will not suggest that. When it comes to duty roles, you create a duty roles, and you have to create a job role and assign that duty role to a job role. So it's a lot easier to just go and create a job role, and you have to choose whatever, you know, like HCM or finance or whatever that job role it's gonna be for the purpose. So I'm gonna choose in here HCM. You can enable the permission groups if you have groups that's already created. I'm not gonna do that, I don't have no groups. You can have a description in here, test. I'm just gonna call it test or test role, and you click next. What I say the first time, this is a hard way, because by this way you have to know exactly like the function security. So the function security policies, you have to know them exactly. You come in here, you added function security, you choose whatever. Let's do, for example, manage, and it's gonna pop up with a lot of stuff. So as you can see in here, manage advanced, manage, or whatever, and you can choose, you know, whatever you like, but always choose, guys, the duty one. This OBI, it's for the reports, but you always have to choose the duty one. Let's see, let's choose this one. So you create on this one, and you hit add selected privileges, and as you can see, it will add it at the back, and you can add it as much as you can. You know, you can add as many as you can. So I'm gonna cancel in here to move on. Also, you have to know you have to know the data security. I'm sorry, guys. You have to know the data security policies. You can add the data security from here, as I explained before. For example, for the business unit, grant business unit, and you can choose in here by business unit, there you go. I'm gonna choose this one, the business unit. And that's what I say, guys. It's a little bit difficult, so you know exactly what you have to choose and what you have to create. As I said, it depends on what are you trying to achieve. Here it's up to you. Are you gonna give them access to all values or select by instance set? So if you click on all values, you're gonna be given access to pretty much all the business units that you have. You have multiple businesses, and for everyone that has this role. So if you select by instance set, you will have to choose one of those ones. So this is the one, the popular one. It's access the business unit for which the user is explicitly authorized. So the only one that you give them access in the data sets, in the data access for users that will be able to access the data for this business unit. And also you have to choose what action those users are going to do with this data from this business unit. There is a lot in here, and you have to choose. Is it view, manage, process, create? It's some of them are for payables, some of them are for tax exceptions, and there are a lot. So I'm not gonna create this one because I don't know exactly which one I have to choose right now. And we will go to next. As I said, role hierarchy. As I explained before, if you have, just keep this in mind, if you have to add that duty role, always add that to your role in function security. Always. If you have to add the job role, you can add it to the role hierarchy. Here you can add the role, and for example, the human resources analyst. And as you can see, guys, you will see just the job roles popping up. You will not see the duty roles, because the duty roles, we added them to the function security. Let's keep this in mind. So why I say that, because sometimes you have like two roles that go together every time, like with every employee that you created, or for every department, you know, and you want to combine them in one role. You can do that in here, you know. So I'm gonna add this one to this role, and you can add as many roles as you want. Okay, so it's been added in here. After that, you go to, you don't do pretty much nothing in the segregation of duties. You just go to users. You can add delete users from here. You click the added button. You search, for example, John. If they have a John, yeah, you can like Charles John. You can search, select it, and add user to role. As you can see, it popped up in the back, and you can add as many users as you like. And you go to summary, save and close. As I showed you guys before, we have added role 1 in here, and we have added 1 user. If you removed something, it will count in here how many users, roles, or data security have you removed. It will show you like everything in here before you save and close. So it's saving the role right now. We're just gonna wait for it to be saved. There you go. So it's saved. Let's search for it. test. So here you go, test role, it's been created. As I said before, I do want to go to the administration because it's blocked my window, something is wrong with it, but you know, you have to wait for it to be completed. You can go to administration and role status, and you see the status as complete. You come in here and you look for your role. So the role has been created. It has the human resources analyst role included in here, and you can edit it if you want. You can add it, extract, do whatever you like. Like for example, we can go to the role hierarchy, and we can remove this role. So once you select it, you have the option to remove, delete. It's gonna give you to confirm. Yes, we're gonna confirm, and that's it, it's gone. With the users as well, you can delete users. So you select the user, delete the user, it's gonna give you the confirmation again. Yes, we're gonna delete it, and you go for summary, and save and close. As I said, we have removed one role and we have removed one user, and this is how you know how many users have you removed, how many roles, how many data security policies, and all kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the two ways, guys. You know, that's two ways to create custom roles. Hopefully this video will clarify some stuff for you guys, or will help you in your job. If you like the content, don't hesitate to click that subscribe button and follow, so you will get my latest videos. I think in my next videos I'm gonna be focusing on creating some view roles only, because I saw a lot of people complain about you know, they don't have because Oracle doesn't have this option of view only or read only roles. For example, payables, view requisitions, all those stuff. I'll be doing like creating roles and show you guys step by step on how to create them. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.